Faith is often misunderstood. For many, they've used it as a band-aid to deal with personal and emotional problems. Although it is a wonderful option for many of our problems, it is not the exclusive answer to all of our problems. Join mentor, licensed therapist, and coach Sandy for an experience that will transform your life mentally, emotionally, and physically. Join us for Not Your Mama's Spirituality with therapist Sandy Durham.
Hi, and welcome to Not Your Mama's Spirituality. I am your humble host, Sandy Durham, LMHC, which stands for Licensed Mental Health Counselor. On the show, we're going to talk about spirituality, what it means to you, what it means to me, and specifically what it means to our guests. We're going to learn together, grow together, and hopefully heal. So if something resonates with you, this is the show for you. You're here at the right place and the right time. So thank you so much for joining us. I am so honored to be sitting across from Mr. Energy himself, Mr. Chris Holyfield. Y'all give him up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm so
Appreciate
excited. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Yes. What about you? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
That's
I'm doing
good.
all right. I'm sitting across from you.
Hey, we both got those vibes.
There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very excited to have you. And I definitely, want the people to know who you are. I'm sure they already know, y'all. I'm sitting across from a legend right here. But I want him to tell you, what do you do? Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes, sir.
That's a good question. Who am I?
Yes.
Chris Holyfield, and I'm a national motivational speaker.
Yes.
I'm a mentor and coach for special needs, autistic, Asperger's, Downs. So that's pretty much who, outside of being a father.
All right,
I'm a good father.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to put that part in.
All
That's
right.
first and foremost. And I'm just an individual that cares about people. I care about people. And that kind of resonates from my mom and her sisters. They're just caring people.
Right.
And that's the part of what I got from my mom.
Okay.
It's being a caring person.
Absolutely.
And so that's pretty much me. I'm always trying to make a difference.
That's right. That's
Try to change a life.
Hey, we are in the same business. I'm going to be coming to you and figure out how in the world that you become an advocate. Would you say a mentor? You work with those with special needs.
Yes.
Man, that is amazing. I say it takes someone with a special heart to have that passion, to have that desire to want to step into the community that I would say is part of our underserved community, where not a lot of people, are spending time and creating programs and mentoring with that community. What motivated you to say, hey, you know what? It's time for me to give back specifically with this community?
My motivation comes from, obviously, the audience and people that's going to see this show when it airs, that, we're all physically different. We're all physically different in some way, shape, or how. And then with me having dwarfism and actually being African-American on top of that too.
Yes.
So you kind of get a double whammy. And then you have to actually see in yourself, like, who are you?
Right.
Who are you as a person? And me knowing that I've always loved me, regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
I've always loved me. So the fact of me loving me allows me to help other people love themselves.
That's right.
Because I couldn't do that if I didn't love myself.
That's right. Right.
And if you look at all the challenges that I may have gone through, and then other people go through challenges, but being that you had lifetime experience, going through these challenges,
Right.
it becomes natural to help these people go through their challenges.
That's right.
It's a natural thing.
Okay.
It's like it's organic. It's authentic.
That's awesome.
It's like, how do you do it?
Yeah.
It's look myself in the mirror and say, I love this guy.
All right now.
Yes.
Hey.
And when you do that,
Right.
it just becomes really easy
Right.
and fun. Watching the changes in these people's lives, because they can feel you, because they see that, hey, this is 100. This is real.
Right.
And this is how this person is. This person is 100% real, and I just enjoy it. I have fun at it.
All right.
I have fun.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll tell you this, working with different clients in the mental health field, I would say one of the toughest homework assignments for those who are trying to find self-love, self-worth, and things of that nature, I just challenge them to do exactly what you said. Look in the mirror and say, I love you, you're beautiful. You know, I said, hey, if that's too hard, pick something on your body. You eat out them ears, they listening for me, you know, anything. But it is one of the homework assignments I get the most pushback.
Right.
So for you, would you say all the way down from in your childhood all the way through adulthood, that has been something that's come naturally? Or did you have to challenge yourself to really see the beauty in who you are and embrace who you are fully?
I mean, I don't want to sound vain, but but it's just like I've always loved this guy.
All right.
I mean, I've always
That's
loved
amazing.
this guy through all the name calling and things that you just experienced growing up.
Yeah.
It's just like I looked at myself and I said, you know what, I'm awesome. I always thought that, you know, and it wasn't a chip, it wasn't bragging. It was just a simple fact that this wasn't going to change. Because I can't change this. And I can only change my attitude, my mindset.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I couldn't change this.
Right.
So I had to understand changing my mindset and my attitude towards like, this is what you got to deal with. And this is who you're going to be.
Right.
And be the best you and conquer.
That's right.
You know, take no shorts and just conquer. And as many times that you've been turned down, you know, because of your size, it was like, it just motivated me more and more to say like, okay, I'm going to show you because you're underestimating me. I'm going to show you. And I didn't want to show anybody based on, I wanted to brag. I wanted to show you because you missed out on a great opportunity to have me a part of your team.
All right now. Yes, I love that. Yes.
You know, that's what they missed out on. Having me a part of your team.
Absolutely.
Because I know I'm an asset.
Come on now.
I know I'm an
Y'all
asset.
hear that?
I'm an asset.
You better start speaking
and I look at it like this. You look at a baseball field, football field. There's a role that I play. Just let me play my role. You know, I'm not looking for a title. Let me play my role and don't interfere with the role that I'm playing.
Okay. Yes.
You know, that's all I'm asking.
Absolutely.
Because as long as I'm playing the role that I know that I'm good at, we win.
That's right.
We win. It's that simple.
That's awesome.
You know, and some people get caught up with, you know, the title, entitlement, and other little things. All I want is that when I play my role, I'm going to play it and I'm going to be good at it.
All right.
Good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have the G's in there. Good. You know, because that's what I'm a role player. And if everybody plays their role, we change a lot of lives.
That's right. Hey, I feel like, yes, I feel that 100%. And I've seen it written somewhere. I can't tell you who's the author of it, but they say no one can do you better than you.
Right.
So why try to be anyone else?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it's a little bit backwards out here in the world, trying to blend in, trying to conform. Everybody don't need to look like, you know, this shape, this hair color, this lip size. You are uniquely you for a reason. And definitely that speaks to just you playing your role. And you know we're going to get into these roles, sir, that you have played throughout your life. Please enlighten the people who I'm sitting across from.
Okay, she wants me to do this.
I want to share it, please. Yes.
A lot of people don't know, probably here in this audience, but give you a little background. I'm a former WWE star known as the Little Boogeyman. I played on a show on BET called Hell Date. It was a reality dating show that I used to, you're on a Hell Date. And I've done a couple other little independent movies. I wrote, self-published my own book, Big Message short story. I even got a cookie brand, my own cookie, Uncle Chris's Cookies. I was going to bring some for everybody. I know I dropped the ball on that. Because
we like cookies.
I dropped the ball. I mean, I had.
That's all right. We'll forgive
my
you.
bad.
It's okay. People. It's okay.
But I'm gonna eat some cookies and I'm gonna think about you though.
We appreciate taking the calorie hit for us. We'll take that.
Milky cookies. But you know, at the end of the day,
right.
All those characters I played on national television, it didn't make Chris Holyfield. Chris Holyfield made who he is. Those characters didn't make me. And sometimes people think that, well, if you didn't do that, what would you be? I'd still be doing the same thing I'm doing because of where my heart is and my passion for making a difference.
Absolutely.
You know, because I was speaking around the country on bullying. I forgot to mention that. Because you know why I forgot that? It's because COVID. COVID messed with my brain.
Oh no.
Because you know, COVID shut me down for almost 3 years going into schools. And having that opportunity, and I miss it so much, having that opportunity to travel around the country and speaking to these students and watching them just change in that audience because of the things that you're saying and the things that they can see.
Right.
They can see your vision of like, wow, I can imagine what it was like to be him in school. But he's up here with so much positive energy that let me touch some of that. And let me rub some of that, and let me hug up on that because that's a lot of positive vibes.
Absolutely.
And to be able to share your stories as a man, because we're supposed to be tough. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm soft. I'm soft. I'm soft. I'm soft. I'm soft because I'm the loving type.
Okay.
So I'm soft. I ain't nothing. It might come off like, oh, you a pro wrestler? Nah, I'm soft. Soft.
Like a teddy bear over here.
Like ice cream. Like, man, you done melted. And it's only just because of my spirit.
Okay, absolutely.
I don't want to argue. We can debate, but I don't want to argue.
Right.
I don't want to get to a 10. I'm cool with a 5.
All right.
Because I just don't like to, that's just not my energy.
Level.
It's not my energy.
I hear
it's not my energy at all.
Yeah.
So I just try to smile and laugh and make the best of every situation.
Absolutely.
Because I say this to people, and I want you guys to listen closely to this. I'm an undersized man in an oversized world. You think about that because they didn't make anything for me. Not even this chair. You see my feet swinging, right?
Oh, goodness.
So they didn't make anything. You go inside a bank, the counter's here. You get in a car.
Yes, sir.
You can't touch the gas or the brake. So you have to improvise. You buy these jeans for big boys, tall boys, you know what I'm saying? But they cut half my jeans off. And I'm still working on a company to like give me that same, as much as they cut off, I want that percentage in my price when I pay for these jeans.
Come on now. I hear that.
I want 50% off. That they cut 50% of my pants. But I take this spirit with me because if I can get you to smile and get you to laugh, you'll feel your soul feeling better about yourself.
Absolutely.
Because I always tell people, you're not laughing at me, you're laughing with me.
Absolutely.
Because I'm the one that's made the statement. And I make a point of that. Because when people can see that your laughter is among yourself, and that's like the best comedians out there. They laugh at themselves.
Absolutely.
And that's why they're great at what they do.
Right. Absolutely. And I just love your energy.
Thank you.
And you're right, it emits positivity. And I'm just thinking about the youth that I interact with. And they will hyper focus on what they can't do, their limitations. It's like they can't see beyond their challenges.
Right.
And that's a part of why I said, hey, let him share how he's overcome in this world that you even categorize as, hey, they aren't making things easy for me, but guess what? I'm supposed to be here on purpose.
Yes.
You're going to remember me.
Exactly.
You are going to remember me. You're definitely leaving a mark. Yes, absolutely.
I just really look at things in hindsight. And as I've gotten older, I look at those things. And I got to say this real quick. Do I look good for 55?
All right now. Yes. All right now, 55 years young. All right, y'all.
So, no, but I really had to see these things because you got to think about a person that's been turned down a lot of times. A lot of people have been turned down 10, 15, maybe 20 times. I've been turned down like a lot of times, like in the hundreds. Filling out applications, growing up as a child. Trying to get a job.
Yes.
I mean, I've gone places, and I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus, but where I've actually filled out an application, and they said, "Oh, we're not hiring right now," and the big old sign, H-E, big old help sign out front. Talking about we're not hiring.
Right.
And then I'd have a buddy go right in right afterwards, and they get the job. And then we'll both go in there and he says some choice words. He said, beep, 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 beep. And I said, he says, I'm not going to work at this job just because, we just wanted to see what you were going to say.
Wow.
If he can't work here, I definitely can't work here.
Yeah.
But I've experienced those things.
Yes.
And, and I didn't take those things as I'm going to take you to court. Wasn't thinking about that.
Right.
I just said, you know what you got to do? you got to provide something for yourself.
Okay.
What do you have that can provide for yourself? And then that's when I knew I could be a mentor.
Okay.
Because I experienced what people are going through.
Absolutely.
I knew I could be a motivational speaker because I like to talk a lot.
All right, yeah, and you definitely have the energy for it, for real.
So I just knew that once I had a mic in my hand, I was like, oh man, this is
it.
Because it made me feel like a rock star.
Okay.
I feel like I actually got to feel like a rock star and the rapper that I never got the chance to be.
All right now.
Because I can't rap.
Wait a minute now. I know you can spit some bars. You ready?
I ain't got no bars.
Next time? Okay.
Next time.
Yes, sir.
It's going to take some time.
Yes, sir.
Because, my last album went wood.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
So, like, we still working on that.
Yes, sir.
We still working on that.
Come back next time.
But, Dr. Sandy, it's just been one of those things throughout my life. Just like one of the ladies was talking about a purpose, and one of the ladies in the dressing room was talking about a purpose, and Teresa, Miss Teresa, the host, we were talking about the purpose and why we're here and whatnot, and then you go and you look at life. And we have these things that we want. It's a lot of things we want. Because, it's just because it's thrown in your face.
Right.
If it wasn't thrown in your face as much, we probably wouldn't want as much.
Yes,
But it is advertised for you to want.
Works. Right.
Bigger is better.
Right.
Everything. I want this because it's a bigger car. I want this because it got 30,000 square feet.
Right.
It's thrown in our face. But as you get older and you look at life,
right,
and you look at what's most important, and what's important for me. It's like, and don't get me wrong, I still have dreams, and I still things that I want to do and everything. Right. But man, to bring the best out of people is a huge enjoyment. At least for me, it is.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, and everybody else that was on this panel, because if they weren't, they wouldn't be here today, and this wouldn't have happened. So if that wasn't our cause, rhyme, and reason.
Absolutely.
So those things feel so good because I've had a couple clients that when I first met them, autistic, he really wouldn't say much. And I always thought, like, what's going to happen with this guy? Because sometimes he has meltdowns and he's 6 foot tall.
Okay, yeah.
And then, you take a guy that's 4'4", and then you start looking up and say, man, this guy, because, if they pop off, they can really pop off.
Yes.
Because they got that extra strength that they don't even realize. But to watch him go from barely saying anything to, like, his mom, this is what his parents said, he acts too much like you now.
Oh, goodness. And that's a blessing right there. That's amazing. Yes,
so I said, well, I wonder what he said, because is that a good thing or bad thing?
Yes.
But no, I had to go back and think of my vote. Said, did you say anything bad? No, but he has come out and he acts like me. His walk, he has that attitude about it. And at first, couldn't get him to say nothing.
Yeah.
And now, he let you know.
Absolutely.
Or he let you know. I remember when we first started going out to eat. I said, I'm going to order you something. And then that changed fast. He says, I need a menu, Chris. I said, okay. The man wants to get on my menu? Because it was like, because I used to order for him. But he said, no, I want to pick out my own food.
Okay.
So I said, okay. But that felt good.
Okay.
Because you got to see the growth of where, you just do anything for him for the most part. But he was developing communication with me.
Absolutely.
So it's like, no, you don't need to talk to me no more, Chris. I order my own food.
Right.
I'm a big boy. And that was a great thing because when the hostess would ask him, he's like, Chris, I want that burger right there, that big burger right there. And I love it. I love this kid.
Absolutely, yeah. And you're speaking on, so for those of you who don't know, autism spectrum disorder, it is just that. It goes from nonverbal, low functioning, all the way, it used to be called Asperger's, for very high functioning in the community. And what Chris is describing here is someone who went from probably close to nonverbal, definitely some moderate functioning, to outspoken, ordering food, not dependent, and that's an amazing, amazing challenge to overcome. So I commend you for what you do. That takes a lot of patience.
Yes,
it definitely takes a lot of courage, because you mentioned sometimes there's some aggression that comes with pushing people out of their comfort zone.
Right,
And
right.
look at you courageously walking with this young man,
Right.
seeing him through this. So now he's more like you. It's your light that you pass on to him, that courage to have a voice.
Yes.
And I think that's amazing. And I definitely, okay, we're going to get to this lovely piece of literature right here, but something stood out to me as you were talking and telling your story. I know for a lot of people who are navigating the mental health journey, navigating challenges, one thing that makes a huge difference is that support system.
Yeah.
So for you, and I know with spirituality, mentally, physical, emotional, mental, all those things are a part of it. Having a team and a tribe is important. For you and your spirituality and your growth, has your tribe been a huge part of that?
Yes, yeah, because my family, my cousins, everybody, they never like saw me as being a guy that was 4'4". If anything, they probably saw me as tall as Shaq.
All right,
to be
now.
honest with you.
Yeah.
Because when I walk in the room, I consider myself a weatherman.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna change the climate.
Hey. I love that. Did y'all write that down? Come on, I'm gonna borrow that.
You
okay?
borrow that one, and I've always but my friends and family always been that way.
Absolutely.
You know, like they never really like here's a stool if you need to get something. Well, you get it the best way you can. So it made you figure out like, let me see, I'm gonna climb up there. I used to climb when I was younger. You know, I didn't know climbing now.
Yes, sir.
I asked my son. Matter of fact, I asked my son because when my son started getting taller than me, which didn't take much, but he was like, he said, "Dad, don't worry about it. I got it. I got it." And I have a 10-year-old, so
Okay.
you know, he always used to say, "I'm almost taller than you, Dad," and it didn't take long.
Okay.
I said, "Wait till the summer ends. You'll be taller than me." And that's my guy right there. That's my buddy, man. I love traveling with him because he's a knockoff of me.
Oh,
yeah,
goodness, the knockoff.
Yeah, he's a knockoff of me. And when I see it, sometimes there's nothing I can do but just sit there and laugh. Yeah, so
Yes.
I love my.
I was going to say, you
Zayden
sound like a
Christopher.
very proud father.
Yeah, I
Little
love
Zayden,
him.
very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's awesome. And I know you are paving the way and leaving quite the legacy. Specifically, let's talk about this piece of literature here. Big message, short story. So what inspired you to become an author?
You know what? And it's funny because I didn't like to write that much in school, so I don't even know. It was one day I was just sitting at the dining room table, and I said, "Man, my story needs to be heard."
Okay.
And I said, "People need to know who I am." And I didn't even go on my laptop to do this now. I did not get my laptop out to type it up.
Okay.
I wrote it I went old school.
Oh, wow. Pen to paper.
Yeah, pen to paper.
Oh, snap.
I went old school.
Okay, all right.
And I said, man, if I could put some lyrics down like this.
I'm saying,
man,
the next album?
I don't know.
No? Okay. No.
Aluminum foils.
Aluminum
I go from wood to go to aluminum foil.
Okay, we're getting there. Go through all the, household items. There you go.
But
That's what's up.
So I just sat there and I started writing.
Yes.
And I said, man, this was coming together.
Okay.
And the way I wrote it in stages of my life.
Okay.
So it's really no chapters, it's stages. It's stages of what happened during this time.
Right.
Like in the book, and I like to share this part because I brought his name up earlier.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
So Shaquille, he was going to be doing a show. This was over in Orlando. This is when he first got in the league. He was going to be doing a show. And he was with this rap group called the Few Snickens out of New Jersey. Wow. They used to, have a little thing together. So we went to that show that night, and I was with my buddy Big Dan, and Big Dan is like 6'9", call him Big Country. Call him Big Country, Coach Dan.
Okay.
Then I was with my boy D, and we all went, and so D and Dan, we kind of split up. We split up. And we were just doing our thing. I was 24 at the time, 24, I'll never forget it. So what happened was we were talking, and then I saw Shaq, and hey, what's up, man, boom, boom. So I wanted to say more to him, but I didn't want to be a groupie or a mark and just be like all of, hey, Shaq, I didn't want to be that guy. Because I thought I was as big as he was. Okay. Height and super status,
All right,
and I was just Chris, though. Yeah. I was just Chris, but I felt like I was as big as Shaq.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So what I did is I planted myself in front of him.
Okay.
So when I planted myself in front of him, you know, I'm over there dancing, you know, Shaq behind me, cool, okay. But this part, I didn't know what was going to happen. That Dan was trying to reach over and tap me on the shoulder, like, hey, I'm here. And when he did that, he almost got his arm broke because Shaq thought he was trying to pick on me. Oh. Because, you know, he was doing like that.
Yeah.
And Shaq.
Oh,
Said,
all right now.
I know. And I turned around and said, no, Shaq, he's with me.
Okay.
And, you know, Shaq, okay.
Oh. Oh, wow. That was good.
You know,
Okay.
and that's the true story.
Very cool.
And it was just one of those things that one of the few things that, you know, I've ran across in my life.
Right.
You know, and it's we could talk all week about them, but it's just like it's a lot of little things.
Right.
And then you take all those little experiences, and you look at them and you say, wow, man, you're so grateful for all the things that the people that you've come across, and the things that you've done in life, and now could everybody do the same thing that you've done? I said, I don't know if they haven't embraced themselves.
That's
you know,
a good answer.
If they haven't embraced themselves to who they are and what they expect from themselves. That, you know, I don't, you know, it's hard to say.
Right.
But I know what I expect from me.
Right.
Not what anybody else expects from me, what I expect from me.
Wow.
Because if I don't get that, then it's like, where do I fall?
Absolutely.
I don't want your validation. I need my own validation, but you add to it.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you add to it.
Absolutely.
Because they're like, she sees the same thing I see in myself.
Okay.
You know, that type of thing.
Yes,
you know,
affirming, yes.
But we as people, as a whole, we have to see that.
Okay.
Nobody can't validate, you know, like make you feel some kind of way until you feel some kind of way about yourself.
Okay.
You know,
That's
you
right.
definitely got to feel some kind of way about yourself, because if somebody says, oh, you know, you're pretty. I don't need nobody telling me I'm handsome. You know, because I'm gonna tell myself.
Come on now.
I'm gonna tell
starts
myself.
with you.
And,
That's
you know,
right. That's
and it's not about, you know, bragging or anything, but it's like if I don't feel, when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't feel some kind of way. How can I be productive? How can I help the next person?
Absolutely. And I think you're speaking to the core of people, because that's one of the hardest feats, to look at self and to speak positively to self again and again and again as you face challenges, as you face obstacles. I mean, so much has been birthed through you. I think it's amazing. I think you just having the courage to not take no for an answer.
Exactly.
Not even from yourself.
Exactly.
Not even from yourself.
I don't like no. Exactly.
And
you absolutely hit the nail on the head on that one. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, and we can tell, just us here in this space, those who are watching, who are probably sitting home right now thinking, man, I told myself no just yesterday or today. Guess what? Not taking no for an answer. Chris, we ain't gonna let them take no for an answer.
No answer.
Why?
We don't even know how to spell no.
Come on now.
We don't know how to spell it. Let me see.
There you go. Absolutely, and I definitely think embracing that mentality and running with it is how you face adversity head on. You don't allow the world to dictate who you are, your value, your worth. You affirm yourself and let the world be a bonus, if they so choose to. For those who don't, they miss out on who you are.
They do.
Right?
They miss out. They do.
Right? Absolutely. So I want the people to know how they can keep up with you, how they can get some of those cookies that we're missing out on today, but we've forgiven you already. But go ahead, tell the people how they can reach you, how they can
reach out. Chris Hollyfield, #1 at yahoo.com. That is HOLLYFIELD. Chris Hollyfield, #1 at yahoo.com. And or you can go on social media outlets and you'll see me on Facebook, Instagram, even on some TikTok.
All right,
Chris
now.
Hollyfield. You'll see me on.
Yes,
and I'm the only Chris Hollyfield out there.
That's right.
I mean, there's other Chris's and there's other Hollyfield, but there's only one Chris Hollyfield.
All right.
So, and if you like looking up, you're looking in the wrong place. You gotta look right here, eye to eye, right here.
All right now. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, the one and the only. And of course, I am always humbled by those who grace the stage. And it was such a blessing to have met you, even when, having a conversation, to have you come and be a part of this experience.
I was excited. And I'm blessed to be here. So I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. And you all know how to reach him. You know how to follow him on all the social medias. Don't get him mistaken with the other Chris's, the other Holyfield. He's the one and the only. And of course, everything Sandy Durham, www.sandydurham-lmhc.com. Thank you so much for joining us on Not Your Mama's Spirituality. Until next time, y'all be blessed.
Thank you.
Dreaming about having your own podcast? Want to share your thoughts and ideas with the world but don't know how to do it? Maybe you're excited and committed but don't have a good space to record. Would you like a professional environment to produce all of your podcasts? Well, we have the latest technology from 4K to HD and various set layouts from green screen rooms to live studios. The Inspire Network is an actual television station where our studios are available for rent, and we offer editing suites with the latest technology. We have a makeup studio and beautiful spaces to prepare for your show. Don't forget to ask about our convenient photography studio to capture professional headshots or redefine your new look. Our state-of-the-art facility is intentionally laid out to accommodate your multimedia needs.